I'm an accountant, and here are some tax tips and tricks that my wealthy clients use to make sure that they are benefiting the best from our current tax laws. Number one, detailed bookkeeping. Detailed bookkeeping, whether you're in a business for yourself or it's your personal books, you need to be keeping detailed bookkeeping, because you know what? We forget things all the time. And when you are tracking what you're doing, you're able to go back and say, oh, that's what I did. Even when you're working, if you don't make notes, you don't remember what it is. So keeping detailed bookkeeping is a fundamental practice employed by many taxpayers, including those who are significantly wealthy, to ensure accurate reporting and compliance with the tax laws. With that, a lot of the times for me, because I'm a tax accountant, I'm able to, if the bookkeeping is good, I'm able to look at the books for tax strategies. I don't need to clean up what was done because it's a mess, and then I don't have the time to clearly look at the books for tax strategies. So wealthy people practice tax strategies, and for them to do that, they need to give you meticulous records. When you have meticulous records of your investments, your expenditures, you're able to substantially take positions on taxes and you're able to demonstrate transparency. Because when I take a position on a tax return or a tax position, I always back it up even before it's asked. And when my clients have clean books, it is always the tax strategy time that they save on. If you want to save money on taxes and become more, you need to be more diligent on your finances, then you want to be in the habit of tracking everything. If you track things, you're able to paint your number picture, and you're able to see what your number picture is. This approach not only supports compliance, but it also provides a strong foundation for effective tax planning. This is one of the things that I do for all of my wealthy clients. Tax planning. If you are tax planning, then you are optimizing all of the tax laws to benefit you. Number two, asset structuring. Assets involve strategic planning. You need to, if you have to, when it comes to organization, your corporate and financial assets, both if you have finances in America or abroad, you want to be able to do that in order for you to optimize your return. Protect your wealth and influence the timing of your taxation. Timing of taxation is really important. When you are planning, you are able to understand how you can time your expenditures, especially, and your income in accordance with when it's going to be more beneficial to you on your tax return. So when I plan for my wealthy clients, we understand what we're doing. It helps them with their cash flow. It helps them understanding their asset structure. It helps them understand how to become more tax efficient and preserve certain assets for future generations. What assets need to be preserved for future generations? So it's so important to have a plan and keep planning. Wealthy people tend to have their asset structure in ways that helps them with their tax burden. There are many tax strategies that, if you have it in the right tax vehicle, that can help you with your tax planning, can help you protect your assets, fund in certain situations. Being careful of the structure of your asset, understanding how to be proactive with your finances will help your tax liability, and will also be legally putting together tax vehicles that will be able to help you save on taxes in the long run. Establishing legal structures such as trust can help you with stepped up basis, which is the best thing since sliced bread when it comes to passing your assets, when it comes to generational wealth. There's something called stepped up basis. This is such a prudent approach to utilize your individual assets when passing it to someone else. I recommend setting up your tax structure in trust on stepped up basis, definitely. There are examples of ways to work, with your estate attorney and your tax attorney when it comes to stocks, bonds, real estates, how to significantly approach the value over the years, how to understand what you should be selling, when you should be selling it, when you should be selling your gains, when you should be selling your losses, where you should be putting it, what trust you should be putting it, what foundations you should be putting it. Understanding your cost basis in something is super important on when you should be selling it. So having the right tax strategy when it comes to your asset can definitely reduce your tax burden for you, for your lifetime, and even after you're gone. So simply understanding how these things work will definitely help you, but you cannot do that without planning. It is not something that you do right away. You have to be thinking of the future. You have to be looking at where you're at, and tax strategies can be planned right then and there. You cannot go to your accountant, and if he's telling you you have $100,000, you need to go spend it now. That's not tax planning. That is tax stupidity. You don't want to spend $100,000 just to save $30,000. That is tax stupidity. Another thing that you can do in different things is backdoor Roth IRAs. That can be done, so that's another strategy that we can use in tax strategy that can be used for when you have limitations on income. When your income is too high, you can use backdoor IRAs tax strategy to help you save money in the long run. I think IRAs, Roth IRAs, are the best things since sliced bread. There's also some new laws that have come in on 529s, college plans that are 529s that can be converted into IRAs if your children are not using them for money. So talk to your tax advisor about the new laws that have to do with your 529. Wealthy people are also looking at their gift tax exemption. How much money are they giving to their kids? What are the tax advantages on their estates when they're giving kids? There's limit to lifetime exclusions when it comes to that. Other things that you need to consider when we're talking about tax strategies is, you want to be able to understand. We don't have tax tricks. We don't call them tax tricks. They can be questionable. But you want to understand that you want to have a tax professional that is working with you, that is confident with the tax laws, and work within the tax laws to make your decisions with proper tax planning. You do not want to have any issues with the IRS, because that could be very stressful and expensive. So you want to make sure that you are not putting up any red flags. And the way to do that is to proper tax strategies through tax planning, understanding where and when. Timing of what you're doing is super important, and it could save you tons of money in the long run when it comes to tax strategies. So remember, tax plan if you're tax planning, then you are doing that long in advance, so you're able to use the tax strategies within the current laws to be able to save you money. That is how wealthy people do it. If you like these videos and they're good, you like the information you're getting on these videos, please subscribe and like my channel, and be prepared to get more useful information in order for you to build your wealth and be on your road to financial freedom. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Comment below on what topic you would like for me to cover next, and I'll see you on the next video.